Donald Trump has really, I guess, made a big attempt, and a successful one, to lay about as low as he can over the past 2 or 3 months, so that his presence doesn't hurt the Republican ticket, nationally speaking. Of course, he goes into places and has supported specific candidates, but there has not been. The Democrats have struggled a little bit to nationalize this election, and we'll talk a little bit about that with Digby in a moment. But here is Donald Trump. This was him in Sioux City, Iowa last night, on the eve of reports this morning that came from both Newsmax and then subsequently the New York Times and I think the Post.
And Axios as well.
And Axios, that Trump is looking to announce his presidential run on November 14th, which is also the day where he is slated to give testimony. Is that right?
Yes. Well, I mean, at least the documents are due by today. He's supposed to provide them to the January 6th committee. They could stall, but I think there's a reason he picked November 14th. I mean, how insane would it be if he announces the day of and then throws that testimony into chaos?
Yeah, they requested he testify under oath on or about November 14th.
So there you go. That's his testifying. But this is what he had to say last night in Sioux City, Iowa.
And now, in order to make our country successful and safe and glorious, I will very, very, very probably do it again, okay? Very, very, very probably. Very, very, very probably.
Those new green contacts.
Oh, that's nice. Well, get ready. That's all I'm telling you, personally. Get ready.
Get very ready.
Very, very, very probably.
The font on the hat just keeps getting bigger, right?
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
The green ones are Make Our Farmers Great Again hats.
Oh, he had those before, I think.
No, I never saw those.
Oh, but...
And, you know, I think there's certainly not, I don't know how much Donald Trump's sort of like teasing of an announcement or coming out now, but clearly this is a strategy that he's following. And I think part of it is he wants to be participating in this election in some way as a way of launching his campaign. But there you have it, folks. I mean, hopefully for some folks, it increases the stakes in this election because, you know, the last we heard from Dave Weigel was this interesting dynamic where it is in blue states where there is a surprising danger to Democratic candidates because they don't have the urgency in many instances of a full abortion ban that you might have in other states, like, let's say, I don't know, a place like Michigan or a place like maybe Georgia or a place like North Carolina or Wisconsin, just to name a few. So that's the dynamic that's going on.
Well, I mean, just to put a point on that, Biden is coming to New York over the weekend to campaign in Yonkers with Kathy Hochul, which that says a lot about how the Democrats view that race. And if in New York it's that close between Lee Zeldin and he's been able to effectively use crime to get ahead in the polls like this, that means it's happening when there's less of a media spotlight nationally across the country, I think. So I don't know. That's concerning.
Yep. I think you're right.